What's up, you sweaty nerds and greasy degenerates? So in Honkai Star Rail, there is a reward system for the standard banner. After 300 pulls, you're able to select any 5-star character from the standard banner that you want. So this video is going to go over which characters I think have the most value and which one character in particular I think has the most value out of them all. So let's jump in. So full disclosure, mask off situation, most of the videos that I make on this channel are my own ideas that I come up with and I put into a notepad off to the side here. Of course, a lot of content creators come up with the exact same ideas, but I will 100% admit that I did not come up with this video format idea myself. Many other content creators have already done this, but recently MTashed put out a video that sort of put the resurgence back into this concept once again, so I want to shout out MTashed really quick. I'll admit, though, I haven't seen any of these videos myself yet. I want to give you guys my ideas before I watch anybody else's video so that the video you're watching right now is 100% unaffected by other people. I'll check out MTashed's video, though, after this, but I wanted to full mask off, show you guys. If you check out the timeline on the video here, or the video itself, I clearly have not watched at least MTashed's video here. There's no red under the timeline. So let's move forward. I'll put a link to MTashed's video in the pinned comment and description below, so you can go check out his channel. He's an all-star in the gacha game scene. But anyways, let's move forward. Okay, so let's get into this because there are a lot of characters to cover, because there's like, what is that, 7 different standard banner characters to be able to potentially choose from. And I will go over certain characters more than I will others because I value those characters more than others. That's kind of the point of the video, right? So I'll put up a top 3. I'll name my top 3, and I'll kind of go down the list from there, and kind of like, I guess, tier listing them in a way. You might notice I don't have my 300 yet for this particular reward system. That's because I wasn't a day 1 player, and I've literally never once used the battle pass, and I've literally never once put Jade into the standard banner because I think that's stupid. I think you should put Jade into the premium banners every single time. We get free standard banner pulls regularly. You will eventually get to this 300 if you're just patient enough. That's min-maxing your resources in my personal opinion. I would always put them towards a premium banner over the standard, at least for your Jade, right? So let's take a look at this. I'm going to level up, I'm going to put up my top 3, and then we'll discuss the characters in more detail after that. So I consider, spoilers, wow, real hot take, Pancake. I think that Bronya is far above any other character on the standard banner. Bronya is a powerhouse. This is the queen of the standard banner in terms of the power level. In terms of queen of hotness, I mean, obviously Himeko is the hottest character here, Jesus Christ. We also have Gepard and we have Clara. These are the top 3. Sitting right here in the middle, it's almost like they did this on purpose. These are the best characters on this banner, in my opinion. I think Welt very closely follows these 3 characters. Then it kind of depends on what you need them for. If you don't have a good healer, Bailu might be the character for you if you're newer to the game. But to be honest with you, I think if you're just patient enough and you wait for a 5-star healer or a 5-star tank like Fu Xuan, Huo, Locha, something like that, maybe a character that's coming out in the future, maybe in Penacony, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, that you might be able to use, I would wait for that rather than spend your 300 pull on Bailu. I do not think you should spend your 300 pull on Bailu. I don't think you should ever do that. That's going to be one of the ones that's like somewhat controversial to maybe some people. I think X out this Bailu right here. Do not pick Bailu. I do not think anyone should be picking Yanqing at all. Don't do it. Don't be a fool. Welt is very, very cool, but I don't think you should be pulling Welt either because you might just eventually get lucky and get a copy of Welt. Welt's very fun. Don't let me stop you from actually pulling any of these characters. Obviously, if you like the character, just pull for them. But if you wanted advice, that wouldn't be why. That's obviously why you're here, right? If you liked a character, you just pull them, right? Himeko, don't pull Himeko on your 300 pull because you're going to get like 5 Himekos by accident while you're trying to pull for your Ruan Mei. Trust me, I have 3 different Himekos already. It's painful, it's sorrowful, but it has happened to me. So I would highly recommend going for either one of these 3 characters in the middle, depending on your situation. and I highly value Bronya over any other, so much so that I'd rather have an E1 Bronya than have any of these other characters. That's how highly I value a Bronya. I also have Copium because it took me literally 7 months in this game before I finally pulled a Bronya naturally out of the standard banner. I have 2 accounts, by the way, and I have gotten 0 Bronyas up to this point. But quite literally, yesterday, I believe it was, maybe 2 days ago, I randomly pulled a Bronya and just randomly got super lucky pulling on the standard banner. Again, that's super crazy luck because there are 7 characters here. That's why I value getting a Bronya off of this particular reward system. It's the best move you could possibly make. Oh, you already have Bronya? Okay. Get yourself an E1 Bronya. That's the way it should be done, okay? Please correct me on this and talk crap about me in the comments if you think I'm wrong about something, or if you're massively in love with Himeko and you think that she's actually really good. Again, I'm not saying that any of these characters are actually bad. I just think that some characters, these 3 in particular, have more value for most players' accounts than others. Like I said, if you want a character that you really like, go for the character. Like Welt. I freaking love Welt. I was jealous of everyone I know that had a Welt early on in this game. I ended up randomly getting lucky and pulling Welt, and guess what? I still haven't built him yet. Because there's so many other good characters coming out in this game that right now I just don't feel the need to pull Welt. I ended up getting him, and I still haven't built him yet. What does that say about the character, right? But if you really like a character, don't let anybody stop you from pulling them. Don't let anybody stop you from building them. However, I think that the value on the 3 characters in the middle here are really where it's at. I think that Bronya has the most value out of any character that is here, and her value only continues to remain very, very strong. Even after Ruan Mei has released in this game, her value still remains very, very strong. After Sparkle comes out in this game, her value will still remain very, very strong. Her value is not going to end up going down just because another Harmony character comes out. She will still have incredible value in this game. She is the best 5-star character on the standard banner, and it's not even really very close. You know, sure, Gepard and Bronya serve different functions, so you have an argument there that Gepard's also very, very good. But we have other characters like Fu Xuan that we can use for our sustainability slot. We also have, you don't have to use a tank. You can use a healer, such as Huo Huo or Locha. You could use, you know, another healer. You could use Fu Xuan. There are other characters we can use for that slot, but you know what I mean? Like, there aren't a whole lot of Harmony characters in this game that are as good as Bronya. We have Ting Yun, we have Ruan Mei now, and we're going to get Sparkle. So the Harmony slot is going to start filling out really nicely, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't grab yourself a solid option in the form of Bronya from the standard banner. Because we have 2 teams, guys, remember this. So you probably are going to be using 2 Harmony characters per team. If you have Ting Yun, Bronya, Ruan Mei, and Sparkle, ding, 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 ding. That's 4 really good Harmony characters right there. So even after Sparkle comes out, I still think that Bronya is the obvious pull you should make on this banner for most players. So that's what I think about this situation here. If you like this video, if you like Honkai Star Rail content, consider leaving a like and subscribe. Because if you do, Anya and her thigh gap might let you touch her butt. Peace out.